Fellow drummers and musicians, welcome to my second beginner drum tutorial. This song is going to be for Lift Up Your Voice. Now we're just going to hop right into it because drummers, I think this song is going to be fairly easy for you to remember. The hardest thing is going to be speed. That's something that you're just going to have to practice on your own, something that develops over time, being able to keep up with the metronome, playing at faster speeds. But I do think that this song is fairly easy to learn. It doesn't require a lot of fills, not even as much dynamics as well. If you watched my other drum tutorial, Fill Me Up, you see that there's a lot of dynamics. We start off by only playing the cymbal, and then we add the bass, and then we go to a beat, then we go back to, then we go to toms, then we go back to a beat. This song is mostly what we call 4 to the floor. Basically the bass drum, your foot is going to be hitting every single beat the whole time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. The version that I'm going to be playing to right now is on YouTube. They do a lot of different hits and things like that, but I'm just sort of playing so that you can get the feel of how the words are going to be matching with what you're playing. It also doesn't have Miranda's part that she wrote in. I'm excited about that. We'll practice more with it. Also, make sure to be practicing Fill Me Up. This one isn't urgent or anything like that. You should be practicing both songs, but this is going to be a drum tutorial for that, for Lift Up Your Voice. And I'm going to do 2 versions, a beginner version, and then I wouldn't say a harder version, but I guess a more intermediate version that you can try to play as well. Either one's going to work great for this song. So yeah, let's hop right into it. This is version 1. Drummers, you should know that we will be doing it probably at a slower tempo. The beats per minute is 128. Notice the bass pedal on my foot is hitting on every single beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 to the floor. Now you can close the hi-hats on this next part as you hear it. Just makes it more staccato, more of a harder hit, and it just brings different dynamics as well. Still 4 to the floor. Notice on this part the hi-hat is more open. Just brings different dynamics in. Now this is version 2. Still 4 to the floor, as you see my foot hitting on every single beat, but only hitting the hi-hat on 2 and 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back into the verse, it's going to be almost the same as the first part. See how it's just on 2 and 4? You're just adding the toms this time. Still 4 to the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. two versions, the two ways to do the song. We'll go over more at our next practice. Hope you guys are practicing, and I'll see you next time. Also, musicians, one thing I do suggest that you should do is practice with the metronome. This one is called, if you can see it, it's called Soundbrenner. It looks like that. It's the one that I use. You can actually link it to other phones. It links to other musical programs as well. It's just one that I really like. You should be practicing with one of these, though. It's fairly easy to use. You got the time signature right here, 4/4 quarter notes. I can teach you guys that later. You see this is at 128 beats per minute. That's what we're going to be playing at. Sounds like that. It could change. One thing I would suggest is either practicing like this so you can always hear the one, or another way that I like to do too. Really helps. Just hold on, let me figure this out. You go into settings, sounds, and then go to digital voice counting, which is down here. Go back, to your metronome. Make sure these are all on the same line, just so they're all sound the same, and it'll sound like this.
1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4.
So that'll just really help, being able to keep in time. If anything, because if you watch as I edit this video too, this is really what you're practicing. Take away all the music, everything else, all you're doing is you're just practicing this beat with this metronome.
1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4.
Or however you decide to do it, like this. But I do suggest downloading this metronome. It's called Soundbrenner. It works really well, and yeah. Thanks for watching.